Hey guys, welcome to the studio. My name is Laura Kelley, and today I'm here with Miss Giles. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to be interviewing you today.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, like where'd you go to college, stuff like that.
I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, about 30 minutes from Miami, so nowhere near here. And on a whim, my mom said, "Hey, let's stop by Sanford in Birmingham, Alabama." And I didn't really care for the school at face value, but when I showed up, I was blown away by, I mean, it's beautiful. Y'all grew up near it. But the people were so friendly. The food was delicious. Everyone I talked to just couldn't stop talking about how much they loved it. And so I went completely undeclared, had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I just knew something about Birmingham was where I was supposed to be, and took a few intro classes and landed in an intro to American literature and took every English class I could take after that. Just something about it made me feel brilliant, made me feel insightful, made me feel like I could see myself in the literature and see the plight of others. And I want other kids to experience that. And then I thought I was going to be a writer and very quickly decided I don't have the discipline for that. So I do feel for
Yeah,
my students who are terrible at getting their essays in. I don't have the discipline to be a writer. So I've always been a teacher, and I decided to get my master's in education, and I stayed at Sanford, and that was that.
that's so cool. I didn't know you went to Stanford. It is really pretty there. Like, it's beautiful. We took our city's pictures there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh. We would come out in our pajamas, and there would just be girls in prom dresses, just all taking pictures. We're like, don't mind us.
Yeah.
We're just going to breakfast.
So I know you're new to Oak Mountain. So where did you teach before coming to Oak Mountain?
My first official job was at Shades Valley High School, and I was there for 4 years. And then I stayed in the county and went to Clay Chalkville for 3 years, right in 2020 when we were all at home. And then it was just time for something new. I was looking for a school where my daughter could go, where I could move near, and no shade to Clay, but it's very far from
Yeah.
everything. And I just wanted something a little closer to my husband's family and to all the things I like to do around here. So I was looking for a real community place. So I came here.
That's good. And I know you're a cheer coach. So did you used to cheer in high school or did you cheer in college? Like, what inspired you to become a cheerleader?
I cheered my whole life up until my senior year of high school. In my senior year, I really wanted to dedicate my life to the theater. I was a huge theater nerd. I danced, but cheer could not depart from me because the varsity cheer coach wanted to create a JV team that at that time had zero cheer experience. There was this weird group of, weird is probably not the right word, but there was a group of 12 girls that had never cheered before that really were passionate about it, that were all freshmen. And I agreed as a 12th grade student to coach that team.
Oh my gosh.
And the varsity coach was an old family friend, and my sister was still on the varsity team, so I was still around anyway. So before theater practice, I would go and work with that team for an hour or two, and then I would go to theater, and then at night I would go to dance, and dance until around 10. And so that was
Oh my
that.
gosh.
So
Busy
cheer,
day.
yeah, cheer never escaped me. And then when I went to Shades Valley, there was a need for another cheer coach. It was a super similar situation to my high school Calvary, where there was a small group of girls that we did not have the skills, but were passionate about their school and wanted to get better. And I built the program there for 4 years. Took them to their first competitions, got their first bid to nationals. And then at Clay, there was just not a need. So I didn't need to do it. And then when I came here, again, there was an open position, and ironically without a team, because I was technically the freshman coach, but there's
Yeah.
no freshman team. So they said, "You're just the cheer coach." And I said, "I'll figure out what that means later."
You said you were doing theater also when you were in high school.
Oh, yeah.
What did you want to do theater when you went to college? Was that something you considered?
Yeah, I tried out once for a beautiful play or musical called A Little Night Music, and my voice cracked during the audition, and I never went back. So my voice is not meant for Stephen Sondheim. So yeah, I gave up on that passion. I did minor in theater for a little while, and I did take some classes. I still love it. If you come in my classroom and my headphones are on, I'm probably singing some musical number. I love Broadway, but I was more the dance. Like, I would have loved to just be in the ensemble my whole life and never have to be in the spotlight. But we had such a cool theater production at my high school that it was just something that I needed to be a part of and dedicate more time to. But couldn't get away from cheer. It'll always be, so I will always be involved, or my daughter will have to do it
Oh
because
yeah, definitely.
I will have to have a connection to cheer
She
at
has
some point in my
to.
life. So,
She'd make a good cheerleader. She's so cute.
oh, 100%.
I love
Yes.
her. She's adorable. Okay, and so now I'm just gonna ask some fun questions to get to know you a little bit more. So who would you say your biggest role model is?
I think I would have to say my sister. It would be a whole other interview to go into what my sister and my family have gone through, but the way that she combats the bad things that happen to her and the negative things that happen in this world is just beyond inspirational. She's never angry at her life circumstances. She never falters from what she believes in. She's the strongest person I know. So I would have to say my sister.
That's a good answer. Is she older or younger?
She's younger.
Oh,
She's 3 years
wow.
younger. Oh, she's so much more mature than I am. She's so much more mature. My parents did all of the mistakes and messed up with me. And then they like figured it out when
They
it
did the
came to
trial
her.
run.
Yeah.
I was the trial run.
Yes.
She's amazing. And I mean, we've both gone through pretty horrific and traumatic experiences, but her attitude towards them is just mind-blowing. I don't know where she garners the strength to combat everything with more positivity and more strength, and to go into the community even further to help others. It's inspiring.
Do you get to see her often? Because doesn't she live in Florida?
Yeah, she lives in Jupiter, which is about an hour and a half north of Miami.
Okay.
And we see each other maybe 4 or 5 times in the year. But she came up to nationals.
Yeah, she did.
Because she's maybe 2 hours from Disney World. So she just said we have to keep going back to nationals so that she has
Yes.
an excuse for us to have a sister trip. But yeah, so maybe 3 or 4 times a year. So not as much as I would like. But I think I hope that we will all live closer together
Yeah.
at some point. It is hard to be this far from them. But one day either they'll come up here, we'll meet halfway, I'll move to London. I don't know. Hopefully one day we'll
Ooh,
all come back
London.
together. Oh, if I could live in London, I'd be gone. Like, if I could.
Yes.
Peace out. That would be a dream.
Yeah, I went there over Christmas break, and it was stunning. It was beautiful. Okay. What book are you currently reading right now?
I'm in the second book of the Court of Thorn and Roses series.
Okay.
I've never enjoyed the fantasy genre before, but all of my friends have been obsessed with this collection of books. And so I am very captivated by the story. I'm very captivated by her writing style. I do have some criticisms because I always will. But it is making me rethink the fantasy genre and making me rethink some of the stereotypes and the archetypes that exist within that genre to maybe I didn't give them enough credit before.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's my favorite book series that I've ever read, but it is interesting to explore something that I previously had dismissed.
That's cool. Okay, and then last fun question. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what meal would you choose?
Oh, sushi.
Really?
Without question. I'd eat
Sushi?
sushi every day.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, in all its forms. I like raw sushi, cooked sushi, sushi burritos. I'd eat it all.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know
Specifically,
that.
what type of sushi?
Yeah.
Probably spicy tuna is,
Okay.
and any of them with cream cheese. I don't know why. It's cheese and rice, but any of the with cream cheese or spicy tuna, like those two in particular.
Have you ever been to Nori? It's like a restaurant. You need to go, and you need to get the crab angel roll because it's so good, and it has cream cheese in it. And I think it's cooked, so it's really good. It's like my favorite.
And go after this. I can check you out of school. It's fine.
Yes, let's go. Let's go for lunch.
Okay, perfect.
All right. All right. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed it.
Anytime.